Imagine for a moment that everything you know about the history of the pyramids might be wrong. What's hidden beneath the Pyramid of Khafre is more than just an ancient mystery. With each passing day, new discoveries are revealing something even more unsettling, something that scientific evidence and historical documents have failed to explain. But what's most intriguing is that in 2025, these revelations are finally coming to light, and the question is, why now? What has been concealed for centuries beneath the pyramid? What else, beyond stone and sand, lies within this monument that defies time and reason? As modern technology allows scientists to see what was once invisible, more secrets are being unearthed. But with each new clue that emerges, more questions arise, and a haunting doubt hangs in the air. Are we about to discover something that should remain buried? Get ready to dive into one of the most profound investigations of ancient Egypt, where every new piece of data leads to an even greater enigma. What truly lies beneath Khafre? What has been finally uncovered, and what is still being hidden? The answer could change everything we know about our own history. For a long time, attention was almost exclusively focused on the Great Pyramid of Khufu. But in 2025, a new wave of scientific investigations redirected the spotlight toward Khafre. The second largest pyramid in Giza, with its 136-meter height and precise base, began revealing signs of something hidden beneath its foundation. Recent deep scanning research uncovered intriguing anomalies underground. What was once believed to be solid rock now appears to contain geometric voids that defy natural explanation. This raised a disturbing question: what was buried under tons of stone? And why are these structures only now starting to emerge? The technology used in these discoveries is based on muon detection, cosmic particles that pass through matter and allow researchers to map hidden volumes. This non-invasive method was previously used successfully on the Great Pyramid in 2017, revealing unknown chambers. Now, when applied to Khafre, it produced unexpected results. The readings indicate underground spaces aligned with the structure of the pyramid, located dozens of meters below ground level. These are large compartments with regular shapes, entirely unlike natural geological formations. So far, no visible entrance has been found, but the data is still under analysis. Experts in ancient architecture and independent archaeologists suggest these voids may have been intentionally built. It is still unclear whether they are tombs, symbolic chambers, or elements of unknown engineering. What stands out is the lack of detailed historical records about the foundation of the Khafre pyramid, a strange omission for such a monumental site. Theories are emerging. What if what lies beneath doesn't belong to the pyramid's era? What if Khafre was built atop something far older? What motivated this specific location? For now, the mystery remains unsolved and leads to even more unsettling questions. The technology behind these discoveries is known as muon radiography, a method that uses subatomic particles generated by cosmic rays. These particles can penetrate solid matter more deeply than any conventional X-ray. When applied to the pyramids, they expose internal gaps based on density differences in the scan material. In 2017, this technique revealed a hidden chamber inside the Great Pyramid of Khufu. Now, in 2025, it has been used on Khafre. But the results surpassed expectations. The sensors detected deep cavities, extending into areas never previously investigated. Equipment was placed at various positions around the pyramid to measure changes in the flow of muons as they passed through the structure. Interpreting the data took months of simulations and 3D modeling to distinguish natural formations from artificial ones. Preliminary findings point to large underground voids, symmetrically organized. The pattern suggests intentional design, not the result of erosion or collapse. The geometric precision of these empty spaces raises deeper questions, especially about construction techniques that don't align with what we know from the period. Scientists involved in the study have been cautious in their public statements, avoiding speculation. But behind closed doors, the word anomaly is frequently used. What exactly lies beneath Khafre? Muon imaging doesn't provide visual details, only volume, shape, and density readings. Still, the forms revealed are enough to intrigue both archaeologists and physicists. Nothing like this had been detected in the area before. Could these voids be ritual chambers, hidden corridors, or something we've yet to understand? Preliminary data about what lies beneath the Pyramid of Khafre suggests something far more impressive than simple holes or cracks. Hidden chambers have been detected at depths exceeding 100 meters, an unprecedented finding in Egyptian excavations. This depth only adds to the mystery. Why was something so large and complex built so far beneath the surface? What is being concealed in this inaccessible underground? The local geology is composed of sandstone and limestone, but these chambers appear to have been constructed in a manner that defies traditional understanding of the period's engineering. In addition to the muon measurements, other advanced technologies have been employed to investigate the area. Ground-penetrating radar, which emits waves to map what lies beneath the Earth, has provided further evidence that the pyramid may house an interconnected network of caverns. Structures that extend over great distances, with shapes that do not align with the known patterns of Egyptian chamber architecture. Some of these passages are completely sealed, preventing immediate exploration. Why were so many layers of stone used to hide something so vast? It seems that the Pyramid of Khafre was built with a purpose far beyond a simple tomb. Experts specializing in ancient Egypt have suggested that these chambers could be linked to unknown religious or ritualistic practices. It is unclear whether they are royal tombs or belong to an even older civilization whose remnants have been lost to time. What is certain is that the Pyramid of Khafre is revealing more and more secrets, and researchers are only beginning to grasp what is hidden beneath its stones. The critical question remains: are these chambers mere remnants of a distant past, or are they part of something far more intricate and significant that was intentionally buried, awaiting discovery? In 2025, a new discovery using underground sensors revealed an intriguing and unexplained phenomenon. While investigating the depths of the Pyramid of Khafre, researchers detected sounds coming from below, resonances that should not exist. The sensors picked up echoes seemingly originating from areas that have yet to be explored, where silence should reign. The question researchers now face is, what is generating these sounds, and why have they been ignored for so long? Could these echoes be remnants of ancient ritual activities, or is there something even more inexplicable at play? These sounds are unlike those expected from a solid stone structure. On the contrary, they possess a peculiar quality that cannot be reproduced by any natural reverberation, such as those caused by earthquakes or ground movements. Some researchers believe these sounds could be linked to secret chambers or hidden passages that have yet to be uncovered. However, no conclusive data has been released about the exact origin of what is causing these resonances. As if that wasn't enough, the sounds also behave strangely, defying conventional acoustic laws. What intrigues experts even more is the fact that these resonances seem to be more than just random noises. Some scholars suggest that they could somehow be connected to historical events or even ancient forms of communication, made with purposes that are still beyond our reach. The possibility that these echoes represent something intentionally sealed or hidden for millennia creates an atmosphere of mystery. What could the ancient Egyptians have been trying to protect or conceal, leaving behind an echo deep within the pyramid, which now, in the 21st century, is on the verge of being revealed? Contemporary researchers have discovered something that challenges simple astronomical explanation. Some underground passages beneath the Pyramid of Khafre align with stars in the constellation of Orion, a constellation highly revered in ancient Egypt. This alignment does not seem to be a coincidence, and scientists are beginning to question whether there is a ritualistic meaning behind this arrangement. Orion was associated with the god Osiris, the ruler of the underworld, raising a disturbing question. Do these passages serve a symbolic purpose, a gateway to another realm? The ancient Egyptians were masters of astronomical observation, and many temples and pyramids were designed with great precision to align with celestial bodies. However, what is observed at Khafre goes beyond a simple affinity for the stars. The underground passages of the pyramid seem to not only align with Orion, but also with other stars and planets, as if they were forming a hidden cosmic map, designed to guide the pharaoh's soul on its journey to the afterlife. The fact that these passages are so deep, beneath heavy layers of stone, suggests that they were protecting something of great importance. The question many are asking is, could the pyramid have been designed as a portal that connects the physical world to the spiritual one? The Orion constellation has long been interpreted as the key to the realm of the dead, and the alignments may have been made to facilitate the pharaoh's ascent to the sky, or perhaps to guide him through a hidden underworld. This phenomenon opens up a range of possibilities, suggesting that the Pyramid of Khafre may be more than just a tomb. What if it is, in fact, a ritualistic structure that holds secrets far beyond what archaeologists can imagine? In 2025, an ancient theory, once dismissed, began to gain new momentum. Some scholars began speculating that the Egyptian pyramids were not merely tombs for pharaohs, but markers of a lost underground civilization. Geometric patterns found in underground maps of the area suggest the presence of structures as vast and complex as those on the surface, possibly constructed by a civilization much more advanced than any known from the time. The idea of an entire city hidden beneath the earth, in plain sight, seems absurd, but the evidence is hard to ignore. These geometric patterns, primarily observed in images captured by modern ground-penetrating radar technology, indicate a complex network of tunnels, chambers, and even rooms that extend far beyond the known limits of the Pyramid of Khafre. What intrigues archaeologists is the fact that these structures do not follow the conventional forms of Egyptian architecture. They appear to originate from a distinct culture, possibly one that occupied the region long before the Egyptians. What could justify an entire civilization living beneath the pyramids, hiding from the curious eyes of explorers? The theory deepens when considering the idea that these pyramids may have been used as geographical references for a vast underground network, serving a purpose far beyond the mere preservation of royal bodies. Were the pyramids merely markers for a civilization that hid itself from the outside world? In a recent study, scientists pointed out that the calculations and geometric alignments found deep within Egypt indicate a significant connection between the sites, suggesting that the pyramids may have been part of a communication or defense system for a hidden civilization. Inside the Pyramid of Khafre, one of the most intriguing discoveries didn't come from a chamber filled with treasures or artifacts, but from an absolute void. Located hundreds of meters below the surface, this peculiar space does not exhibit the typical reverberation sounds that would be expected in such an open environment. Instead, there is a deep silence, almost impenetrable. This raises a disturbing question. What could justify such an absence of sound? Was this chamber built for a specific purpose, like a place of isolation, or does it hide something that should never be found? The acoustic phenomenon of the silent chamber is something that still baffles scientists and archaeologists. Modern equipment has shown that, unlike other areas of the pyramid, which reverberate with any sound or movement, this chamber remains completely still. There is no echo, nothing reflects off the walls. The physics behind this effect is something that cannot be easily explained. Could this be the result of exceptional architectural design, or is there something darker at play? Some theories point to the ritualistic use of the space as a way to trap sounds and prevent any external forces from interfering with the ceremonies conducted there. Moreover, the very shape of the chamber adds more mystery to the story. It's not just a simple rectangular or cylindrical room, but a highly precise construction, with proportions that seem to defy the logic of the era in which it was built. The space seems to have been designed to control, in some way, the vibrations and acoustic frequencies. This suggests that it wasn't merely a physical location, but perhaps a capsule preserving something much more important, something that was never meant to be released. What could be hidden by this silence? Is there a truth behind this chamber, or was it sealed so meticulously that no modern technology will ever be able to decipher it? In ancient Egyptian texts, there is a legend about a secret place where all the knowledge of humanity was said to have been stored. This place, known as the Hall of Records, would be a vast underground archive, preserving the lost truths and wisdoms of past civilizations. In 2025, an unprecedented discovery suggested that one of these places might actually exist inside the Pyramid of Khafre. Cutting-edge technology revealed an exact void located where the ancient texts predicted the Hall of Records to be, fueling the belief that this hidden knowledge is finally within our reach. The concept of an underground hall full of ancient records, documents, or even valuable artifacts has never been fully accepted by most scholars, who have always regarded the story as a myth. However, the discovery of the void, in a specific area that aligns with the more detailed accounts in the texts, has shed new light on this ancient legend. If confirmed, this revelation would not only challenge our understanding of ancient Egypt but could also open doors to potentially groundbreaking information about the early days of human civilization. So why then was this place hidden for millennia? And what exactly could be stored there? The Hall of Records is often described as a place of incalculable importance, containing records of all human knowledge, or perhaps more lost technologies, esoteric writings, or even information about unknown civilizations. Accounts speak of a vast underground library where powerful and forgotten secrets would be kept. Could the void discovered truly be the entrance to this secret hall? If so, what else might be revealed by this discovery? With every new piece of data, the line between legend and reality becomes ever more blurred. What does the future hold for this mysterious place? Amidst so many recent discoveries, some information about the Pyramid of Khafre remains secret or isn't widely disclosed. This doesn't necessarily mean that there's something to hide, but the preservation of certain data might be essential to ensure the integrity of archaeological research and the protection of the site. However, there is an air of mystery surrounding these undisclosed findings. Why are some details treated with such caution? And why aren't certain images or reports shared publicly? The analysis of the Pyramid of Khafre, for instance, through new scanning technologies, has revealed structures and patterns previously unknown. But the lack of public details has sparked speculation. Could there be something hidden beneath the layers of stone that can't yet be shown to the world? Or are the discoveries being carefully studied to avoid premature interpretations that might jeopardize historical understanding? The secrecy behind these revelations only fuels the mystery surrounding the monument. The fact is, although some information isn't being widely disclosed, this doesn't imply conspiracy theories. Archaeology and scientific research require caution. The discoveries may be of great importance, and scientists need time to rigorously analyze the data before making it public. However, the lack of transparency stirs curiosity. Behind these findings, is there something even more astonishing waiting to be uncovered? In 2025, archaeologists made discoveries that completely challenged our understanding of ancient civilizations' capabilities. Inside the Pyramid of Khafre, internal structures were found that feature cuts and angles so precise that they cannot be explained by the tools known to have existed at the time. The stones seem to have been manipulated with a level of precision that could only be achieved with extremely advanced technology. This raises a disconcerting question. How could the ancient Egyptians, with their knowledge and tools of the time, have created something so sophisticated? Or perhaps, this skill did not come from them? These discoveries are even more intriguing when you consider that some of the stones appear to have been cut in ways that suggest the use of modern techniques and tools, such as lasers or water jet cutting technology. How were these structures created with such precision without the tools we would expect to see in such an ancient civilization? The question hangs in the air. If this technology was available in ancient Egypt, where did it come from? One possibility is that they had access to secret knowledge, perhaps from a lost civilization or external forces. However, none of this has been confirmed, leaving the mystery even deeper. The lingering question is, who was responsible for these incredible constructions? Did the ancient Egyptians have access to technology that was lost over time, or was there external intervention? Perhaps what we find in Khafre is not just the product of an ancient civilization but rather one that possessed knowledge far beyond our current understanding. Could we be facing evidence of technology that shouldn't have existed in its time? And if what lies beneath the pyramids is more than just tombs and artifacts? The future may reveal something much greater than we imagined. In 2025, a surprising discovery sparked speculation about the true nature of the Pyramid of Khafre. During amateur underground expeditions, some influencers claimed to have captured images of vast chambers that appeared to contain large volumes of water beneath the pyramid. While these images are not officially recognized or verified by archaeologists, the possibility of hidden aquifers beneath one of Egypt's most iconic structures raised questions about the purpose of these chambers. What could these waters represent, if they indeed exist? And why would they have been hidden there for millennia? The theory that the pyramids could have some form of hydraulic system is not new, but the idea that the Pyramid of Khafre might be directly connected to large underground water reservoirs remains an unconfirmed hypothesis. Some researchers speculate that, if these aquifers are real, they could have been used in ways unknown to ancient Egyptian civilization. The water could have been vital to the functioning of a hidden mechanism, or even to the preservation of the pyramid over the centuries, though no concrete evidence has been found so far. The lack of definitive information about the chambers and water beneath the pyramid keeps the mystery alive. If they exist, these submerged structures could be part of a complex engineering system, the purpose of which we still don't fully understand. What we do know for sure is that the Egyptian pyramids continue to challenge modern understanding, revealing with each new discovery that their history may be deeper and more mysterious than we ever imagined. But is there a secret buried beneath these massive stones, waiting to be uncovered? In 2025, something unusual happened. Discoveries that had been hidden for decades or even centuries began to surface, creating a wave of speculation and mystery. But why now? What made this year so unique that information previously kept secret became public? Some experts believe that the convergence of new technologies, such as advanced scanning and high-resolution cameras, may be the key to these revelations. Others argue that hidden forces may have decided it was time to finally give the world what it didn't know it needed to know. While the global archaeological scene has been marked by various fascinating discoveries over the past few decades, 2025 stands out for a remarkable increase in both the volume and significance of the information revealed. From new interpretations of ancient texts to non-invasive examinations of great monuments like the Pyramid of Khafre, this year has become a milestone for those seeking to uncover the secrets that rulers and ancient civilizations may have tried to bury. But what is behind this? Could it be just a coincidence, or is there something more, something planned, behind this release of data? Some researchers suggest that the reason for this revelation may be linked to a shift in global interests and a timely moment to grant humanity the right to know what has been hidden for so long. Others, more skeptical, believe these pieces of information may have emerged by chance, as part of a natural process of scientific exploration. Either way, one thing is certain: the year 2025 has gone down in history not just for the number of discoveries, but for the growing sense that perhaps, finally, we are on the brink of a global revelation that will change the way we see the world and its history. Now, as you reflect on everything that's been revealed, one question remains: are we truly ready to face the truth? What lies beneath the Pyramid of Khafre, hidden for thousands of years, might only be the tip of the iceberg of something much greater, something that could completely alter the course of our understanding of ancient Egypt, and even our own history. Could all these discoveries just be coincidences, or is there a much deeper reason why these secrets are coming to light now? What else could be hidden beneath layers of stone and sand? Perhaps, one day the answers will become clearer, or perhaps the truth is even more complex than we can imagine. And you, what do you think? Do you believe there's something much bigger waiting to be discovered? If you're also hungry for more answers, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any revelations. Join us in exploring the deepest mysteries, where every new discovery could change everything you thought you knew.